Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. It's a smart young woman who graduated from school with honors and seemingly has everything worked out in life, capable of murders. This is the story of Estibaliz Carranza, the ice cream killer. In June 2011, construction workers were renovating the basement of an ice cream parlor named Psychotic when they came across upon human remains in small freezers and garden containers filled with concrete. There were also multiple air fresheners placed around, possibly to mask the smell. When they reported this to the police, the owner of the shop, Estibaliz Carranza, quickly escaped and took a cab to Italy, 300 miles from her home in Vienna. Investigators later found her living with a street musician, and she was extradited back to Austria to stand trial. The human remains found in the freezer quickly determined to be that of her ex-husband and her ex-boyfriends. In 2008, Estibaliz walked up behind her ex-husband, Holger Holz, when he was working on his computer and shot him. She then used a chainsaw to dismember him at the basement of the shop. She would switch on her ice cream making machines to drown out the noises from her chainsaw. And the reason? She was furious when Holger wouldn't leave their Vienna home after their divorce. She called him violent and lazy. 2 years later, Estibaliz whacked her ice cream salesman boyfriend, Manfred Hinterberger, in a similar fashion. She confronted Manfred about an alleged affair that he was having, but he was passed out drunk, unable to respond. She was furious and shot him at the back of his head several times. After slicing and disposing his body, she got a manicure to repair her damaged nails. Apparently, Estibaliz had taken courses in shooting and concrete mixing before the killings and joked with a friend about her murder fantasies. She has a grave, comprehensive, multifaceted personality disorder and was at a considerable risk of killing again if she did not have therapy. According to the assessment, she saw herself as a princess who wanted to be rescued by a man. I can't say anything other than that I'm sorry that I took Holger's and Manfred's lives. She was charged with a second-degree murder and a life sentence in a secure mental institution. Estibaliz was 2 months pregnant at the time of her arrest. The father was her most recent lover, and they got married while she was in prison, 2 months after she gave birth in 2012. She was considered so violent that a typical woman's prison couldn't hold her. Instead, the Austrian government transferred her to a special all-male prison in Essen, Upper Austria. As of 2017, the prison hosts 91 men and Estibaliz. In prison, she also wrote a book titled My Two Lives, the true story of the Ice Lady, that begins when she discovers she got pregnant. Everything else unfolds in a series of flashbacks. Switch on her ice cream. Shoot.